Hello, and welcome to Nursing 493. This is the first week of class, and I want to welcome you. If there's anything that you need during the week, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Feel free to text me. You can email me. My emails go straight to my phone, so I can get back to you in a fairly timely manner. But sometimes, if it's just a quick question, text works just as easy. Let's get into your assignments. You have a discussion question this week to do, and you have an assignment this week. Now, your discussion questions, the policy has changed at Aspen, so make sure that your primary post is due by Thursday night, but your response posts are due on Sunday nights now. All right, so into the discussion. First thing we want you to do is introduce yourself to the rest of the group. Tell us anything you want us to know about you, either professionally or personally. It just kind of helps us to get to know you a little bit better, and then we will do the same so you can get to know us a little bit better. The second part of your discussion question is you getting into your community and discovering 3 problems that exist in your community. You can also research some of this on your city's website or your county's website, but there's lots of public health issues out there all over the place, but what is specific to your area? So I'm just going to refer to my notes here and go through the discussion question. Identify the 3 areas that are common to families in your community and discuss the factors that contribute to these issues and implications of the health concerns. Explain how the health concerns tie into the Healthy People 220 goals or objectives. You can research this again by visiting various websites in your community. Now, your initial post needs to be a minimum of 400 words and include citations. Make sure you reference your textbook and another scholarly source. So have 2 sources for this. And then you need to have 2 response posts. Each of those need to be 200 words long minimum. Feel free to make more posts if you would like, but again, your response posts need to be done by Sunday night. Now, let's go on to your assignment. For this assignment, you need 3 references, and your textbook needs to be one of them. First, you're gonna do some investigating on the Affordable Care Act, and I've given you a link that you can use to get to some of the information that you're going to need. Explain how this system will function, what consumer costs and services are likely to be associated with each tier in the Affordable Care Act, and explore the implications of this type of system for specific population groups. Sometimes students get caught up in different cultures where they think, you know, what does this mean to the Hispanic population? What does this mean to African American population? Don't narrow in on necessarily a culture, but think of other issues that are going on, whether it's a pregnancy or it's heart issues or COPD or diabetes. Those are some populations that we need to take a look at also, because they are definitely affected by some of this Affordable Care Act. The second part of your assignment is utilizing the various focused assessments that you're going to find in Chapter 5 of your textbook. Identify members of a culture different from your own and perform a cultural assessment on either somebody that you know or a population that you can just observe there and focus in on just that population. Write a summary of your findings in relation to potential impacts on health, which can be attributed to cultural perspectives, practices, views, communication, customs, beliefs, behaviors, and cultural norms. Now, if you have already completed Nursing 490 Issues and Trends, you had an assignment in there about culture also. You can refer back to some of that and maybe even use some of the same sources for that, so it kind of saves you a little bit of work. The last part of your assignment is to get into Chapter 6 and complete the case study. Your paper needs to be a minimum of 1,000 words, maximum of 1,700 words. If you find that you are going to be late on your assignment, please let me know. I'm more forgiving on accepting a late assignment if you have communicated with me prior to something happening. I know life gets in the way, and sometimes things just, you can't communicate with me on a fairly quickly basis, but please get to me as soon as you can. If you don't communicate with me at all, I do enforce the late policy. Discussion boards, there is no forgiveness there. If you are late, you're late. If you do not participate, you get no points. The point of a discussion is to be active in that, just like you were in a face-to-face classroom. So just a little side note there on how I am with the promptness of your discussions or your assignments. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you.